And it's lights out and away we go here in Formula Sundays. Through the final chicane and the AlphaTauri hits the wall of champions. Hello everybody. A lovely song. You're already a little bit too lovely for my taste, but hey. We're here in Las Vegas. And yeah. 13 drivers on the grid today, saying 7 people survived the Chally race. Honestly, yeah, they might. Vegas has been a death trap, at least on the preseason race we had here. Oh yes. So yeah, I don't have high hopes. There have been a lot of crashes, and generally I think this track is inducing a chaos. No Man King today, no. I think Lil Bro has Rocket League scheduled for tonight, so he's only gonna arrive in Elite here, hopefully, if even. So yeah, Kirby has no time neither. So it is gonna be a solo bolo tonight. SMH doesn't know his priorities. Yeah, right. Who would carball over car, I guess. Yeah, Vegas. To be honest, I don't even know much about the track anymore. Like, it's been so long since we've seen it in F1 and Formula Sundays as well. All I remember is there's a lot of straights, and fortunately in the game you can't die through manhole covers. Car wall, bigger car ball, yeah. If I look at your WRC clips, I think I'd think so, yeah. Also, I don't know if you're aware, but mathematically Randros won Chally Drive. Okay, honestly, I heard last week or something that he was on like 79 points of an advantage or something, but like there's 80 points left in it. But honestly, it might be the other way around, because I think it's race 8. Race 8, so we have 9 and 10. There's no way that anyone is getting him if he's 70. Also on track to win Constructors Solo. Oh my god. Everybody else griefing so hard. I thought we had quite good teams lining up. Ocean saying game bugged. I selected Intas after giving a fair warning to people because he was gonna qualify on Inters. Yeah, I don't think so, little bro. I think we need a rulebook update for next season. Start of all these Inters thrown around. 78 points left, and then it's okay. So it was the other way around. Okay, so yeah, congrats to Randro winning the championship last week. I did only catch the first few laps of Chally, unfortunately, as I had to go eat. But I've heard it was banger races, honestly. And the not too many reports is a rarity as well. So. Of course we will be. Ocean retired. Pluto has joined. Coincidence? I think not. I think Ocean's tires may have been ill-prepared for turning. I'm not quite sure. What are we even looking at? We're looking at yeast, but yeast is no front, not very interesting right now. Instead, I guess we're on board with Martin for his next hot tub attempt. And let's see him cook here. First turn is a hella weird turn. From what I've seen, I've never actually driven the track. Yeah, I mean, we have a ton of DRS around here, or rather 2 zones into hard 90-degree corners. Plenty of good overtaking, 1 spot would have been here. Yeah, led to a nice little arse double DNF in the test race between Deddy and, oh lord, I forgot the other one. Isn't Tutu in? Ada's turn is 4 and 5. The long left-hander that put in a 90-degree left-hand. Oh, okay, yeah. Wait, 4 and 5. Oh, okay, yeah. I was like, okay, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9 look similar as well, right? Like you're going left and then you have to brake and there's a 90-degree turn. But I guess 4 and 5 are like a little smaller scale, way more annoying. Martin in the wall. Love to see it. Man of his, yeah, craft, I guess. Just before the Gorlock Dome, aka Sphere, dude. This thing's called the Gorlock Dome. I've never heard this man's name in my life. Only time I've, like, everyone calls it the Sphere. It's so vaguely ominous. Imagine someone not knowing the Sphere being like, listener to a talk. We talk about the Sphere as if it's the only one. Ah well, Astral. What can he cook up here? A 133. That is enough for P9 for now. Certainly there's some room for improvement. As there is for Den, it's 0.7 behind Randra and Kurabold, who are probably just the, yeah, wouldn't say undisputed, but pretty much undisputed P1 and 2 here, unless someone happens to them. I hope not someone is happening to them, and I don't hope something is happening to them either, but yeah, mistakes can happen. Let's see, then. 0.3 up is an improvement. DJ has just put himself in P4 with that. And with that, I think East is the next one. So, East, honestly, I think might be one of the 2 or 3 drivers who ever demoted into Rally from Elite after being like a long time Elite drivers. Of course, Dan and DJ drove one race in Elite, but then it became apparent that they just hella grinded their time trials and are way better suited in this Challenger tier. To be honest, wait, look, this being the 8th race here means we have 2 races left, which also means that the new game is coming out in like 2.5 weeks or so already as well, right? Kinda cool as well. curious about how that's gonna be looking or feeling differently. I've heard bad things exclusively, pretty much. Oh, staying on board with the here. Two tenths here. Just a few turns left. Was not ideal, I think. You wanna take the exit flat out. But with a little lift that he started to do there to avoid a collision. Coming over the line. It is at least a 0.4 improvement, just 100th ahead of DJ now. The Glenn, I expect some improvement from him here as well still. I think he has some more in him. So, teammate up ahead. Not sure if Betty is on a hot lap right now, otherwise this would have been a great opportunity to give a tow to Glenn. 0.4 up, 32.5 would put him in P4 for now. Can find a little bit more. Could be really good for him here. Right to the inside. Oh, 0.5. Just about in range of Den now. That looked very decent here. This is a good exit speed here. And he's gonna improve by a good amount for sure. Tied to the wall, 0.8 of an improvement, and Glenn is up there with the top runners. Daddy just ahead of him, improved by almost a second I think as well, so very nice runs there by the Haas's here. Thorn is presumably on an in-lap, or he forgot to turn ERS off in the out-lap, I'm not sure. Hello Mr. Seagull. You're late but here. Glad to have you. Doom Tool. Yeah, my guy. You wouldn't believe it. But my brain was actually braining today. And it is running. At least it says it's running. Let's go. Brain is brain. Yeah, I only need like 2 weeks of vacation and then my brain is capable of having its own thoughts again. Crazy. 9 to 5 is ruining our lives, guys. At least it ruins my brain. 31.6, what the... Yeah. I think, honestly, like, Urabold and Randro might be candidates for some elite tier gaming. Especially since Randro has now one rally anyways, right? Like, what is there left for him? Might as well let the other ones play a little bit. Urabold is fastest in Kelly over 1 lap. Yeah, I guess, but the problem is he's still relatively fast in race pace. I think Andro might be slightly better there, but like, yeah, not much. Yeah, and Randro is really good over the race, yeah. I mean, Glenn is not too far off Randro at least. Honestly, Kelly, it's usually that way. Where someone is just like, I don't know, getting better and better. Yeah, I know, Randro is hard in race. Now they're arguing why they aren't quick. Guys, admit it. The Shelly lifespan is coming to an end. And you know it. If it weren't for that, he'd wait. Yeah. I mean, yeah, maybe Seagull is just washed, honestly. Might be. Maybe Seagull is just saying these are good times, but, well, who knows? Maybe Seagull is just having a bad time around here. Yeah, it is the 5-3 indeed. Dude, like, imagine managing tire temps. And I'm wiggling on the safety car because everybody is doing so. And otherwise I'm pressing go. Oh. This is presumably why Chimsky, etc. have like half the tire wear of a simple man that just presses go. Martin. Only one who is still alive without a time. Ocean has parked it in this wall after accidentally selecting Inters for his hot lap. Accidentally like going into the menuing away from the soft tire, putting on another tire. Yeah. You play F1 2020 instead. Honestly, I mean, we were like debating on whether we run old games. We could just like F1 2020. I've enjoyed this so much. When we had the Stanley Cup, like there were like a couple of OGs as well who were driving back then. He and Martin's teammates. I wouldn't necessarily say they are a good match for Sundays right now because they rather, well, it is Drive to Survive. Let's say that. But yeah, I feel like it could be fun to just go back to the old cars. The handling is so much cooler. It's just very nice. Good times. It's kind of crazy, right? Like, I don't know, sometimes you just like randomly catch a memory to like 2018 or 2017 or so, pre-corona times, and life was just so much nicer back then. I don't know, everything. F1 games, F1, we had Vettel still, before he was in this great spinning area that had only just started. 2016, Rosberg, Mann. I wouldn't say Trump wasn't president yet because I'm actually not sure if it is that early. I was at you. Was it 17? Astral helmet for this. I will have to look in a second. Actually, we will look in the race. Qualifying is over. Probably could run something alongside F1 24. Something like how F2 used. I mean, F1 driving. Yeah, like, okay, I can't do Wednesdays anymore, but like on a weekday, maybe Thursday. Let's see. 2020 is like definitely a game that could be interesting though. As said, it's just like so much more fun with the cars on back them. Plus old liveries. 2020 has my favorite Alfa Romeo livery, for example, like very nice. Steady. Not with an improvement here anymore, I think. It's only Randro still going. In a wall. Is this not cooking? Yeah. Not gonna lie, he's looking kind of a little bit like the government right here. So... Oh, wait, what? Randro did PB with that crash? Okay, that's kind of crazy. I feel like that must have been a tenth or two quicker than Kurabolt without that big crash in the end. Oh, it was desync. Okay. Yeah, fair. Okay, cool. I mean, cool, I guess, but yeah. Kurabolt, Randro, Glenselk in the top 3. And then, looking a nice P4. Followed closely by Flavio and DJ. Daddy Werman. Didn't actually. Kurabolt is setting a firing. He's up. Yeah, it's a kind of like rapid moment, right? I've seen this before. Nitro, what are you doing in that and not on the track? Mage my head. Better see you in Elite. Last time I checked, it was like 10 for the race. And given that, you have an exam, fun. Exams are temporary. Formula Sundays is forever. Oh fucking nice. Yeah, dude, that's the thing. Like, you're procrastinating anyways. I know this. Like, you're not getting or giving yourself the nice stuff. Because you think like, oh, I should be working, and instead you just procrastinate with shit stuff and have a bad time and get nothing done. Like, the best of both worlds. You're excused if it's bird law. What does Nitro have to do with bird law? What did Seagull do when I was gone? The new code of law. So, soft mediums for most of the grid, and then Ocean, I don't know, man. Ocean is hard. Fire and Joya. Not quite sure why, honestly. Like, on this track, your risk of losing your front wing, having a safety car, anything else is like probably much higher than anywhere else we race. Oh my god. What are Kurabolt and Randra doing? They're definitely warm in the tire. So yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what to say. Usually, like, you can talk about stuff, but there was no F1 race. I've watched MSI today, or rather, I overslept the U game. And then I woke up like half an hour late or something. And it was already over. What else? Watch Martin not go into a wall to subvert expectations. Honestly, on tracks like these, right? There's like, you can imagine it like a magnet, right? He's magnetic to both walls. So ideally, he should really just stay perfectly in the middle of the track, right? It's impossible for him to crash if there's walls everywhere. He doesn't know which one to take. Or rather to hit. Best chance here. I'm saying that now, but he's probably not gonna survive turn 4. So, let's go to the grid today. Oh my, wait, what? Grid is... To be honest, I only thought like the last cars were standing in the corner and the grid was like way further up. I'm kinda surprised it's so far back. What? You predict a Merc 1-2? Oh lord. I'm curious, interested to see. But we may see what's going on. Lights are out. And away we go. Looks like a decent start for Kurabolt here. Randro is slotting in right behind. There's a Aston that is diving down the inside, and big surprise, there is a huge pileup. Everybody but the first three are involved, really. And there is an overtake by Randro already. And it is still Glenn and P3, but the top two here, yeah, have swapped positions. Wirman getting a 5-second penalty, collided with Martin and getting 2 positions. Pretty sure he's just been unlucky in all of this. Predicting Astral in the wall. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Gonna kill you. I don't know, man. Surely not. Looked like a big dive from Flavio, but I don't know. It kinda did. And then you, like, spin around one of the mercs, and everybody else is caught behind them. Yeah. Probably need to have a replay of that to properly judge it. Oh my god. And that is a front wing gone. Oh my, VSC mid overtake here, I think. I'm really curious what happens here. Who's staying ahead and who isn't. I guess it's Kurabolt in the lead for now. But that's Spanish twins. Oh man. The twins and Erica signed up for Mount Sundays. And you wouldn't guess their tactic. Their go-to tactic. It is demos. They are just perma-chasing for demos. While Eric, who is a GC, like, does stuff solo. Wait, do not have to play them, thank god. Yeah. I don't think we're getting around that. They're not rated high enough to be out of range for us. I mean, they're realistically, like, I don't know, as the bottom seeds. Well, we probably play a lot of teams you don't want to play. So we have a little bit of a gap here. Ocean and then the first two to pit, and then DJ and Flavio, who have taken a little bit longer to get into the pit lane due to extra crashes, presumably. Glenn, I'm gonna go for an overtake here. Speed. Ah, you guys are gonna sweep everyone. Yeah, surely, surely. My brother, Christ, man. Apart from the twins and 2 people who have never played rank, apparently, because I know they are better. We are like the lowest players, lowest 2 players. I'm like 100 MMR lower than any other player, and then Janeman is like another 200 MMR below me. It's not gonna be a fun time. Oh well. Things you do for Sundays. Oh! Things you do, indeed. That is a spin for Wirman here. But he seems to have let everybody else past without further crashes. Just accidentally set the service to Australia. Dude, but I'm not in Australia either. What are we doing about that? Can't hit the ball normally. So, up here. I feel like Randro and Kurabolt are like swapping positions every now and then. But apart from that, like, not much more happening. Tutor is already in P4 from P14. What intonation? So the thing when half or rather 3/4 of the grid crash is interesting things happen. I mean, Yeast is up there as well. Martin is now past Astral in the background. We see Tutor and Yeast here up in positions. Ferrari now ahead. Top guys are still in order. Yes, terrorism. Oh my god, this is so close here. Be in the top 3, slight contact there even. And DRS straight is going to be used to great benefits Randro here. Setting himself up at the inside. Ooh, going for the overtake. There's slight contact though. And I think this slight contact costs Glenn his front wing. That is pain. Oh, safety cars even out. What the hell? Just for a lousy front wing? Well, like half the grid piled up on the start. We don't need safety car, guys. Come on. Spin? Yeah. But yeah, that sucks for Glenn, of course, but at least he's gonna get a relatively free pit, I guess. I think everybody else is probably gonna come in as well. Soft runners are. And, well, he will lose the time for the front wing change, of course, but he might not be the only one having to wing. I am honestly surprised neither of who rear-ended Hui there. I think Randro rear-ended the wall. And Kurabold rear-ended Andro. Both of them into the pits. No big surprise. But the question is the wing. He's staying out, I guess, on the mediums, understandable. Uto in. Glenn behind him. I assume Roman is gonna come in as well. He's in the pit lane for Daddy, was it? Like, I don't know how Glenn died. I think Glenn probably like accelerated out of there normally, but like it's just a accordion? Is it accordion in English? Like you press one thing together and then like it gets pressed harder. Every dude, my English ain't Englishing. Basically, Randro crashes lightly, then Kurabolt crashes into Randro a little bit harder, and then there's Glenn, who's getting his front wing snapped out of existence. So, new order. It's gonna be Beast, Martin, Astral, Sean has decided not to pit, even though he was fairly far away from his teammate. Glenn P8 gonna be able to finish this race fast. I guess the medium runners will be able to get to the end as well. Otherwise they would have probably not chosen mediums. Esteban Ocon and Lewis Hamilton, they're both here. Oh, and the Hulk is here as well. Cool. McLaren 2-3 Megapog. Yeah, Cherry, just you wait. Martin's gonna find that wall one day. Bounty on East from me. Oh lord. Hearts are hideous. It's so bad, okay. Oh, okay, yeah, mediums are gonna be hideous in the end, and hearts are just straight up horrendous. I get it. That sounds pain. Why are the two wall bouncers the same team? Honestly, I think because it just fitted, voice-wise. But you may see. I'm not in Nitro not even driving. He's hit the wall so hard. He hasn't even started. Crazy. Softs are the tire. Okay, fair. Okay, I see I've been fed misinformation by Nitro. Feels great. But well. Why are... Guys... No swapping position under safety car, boys. Naughty naughty. Safety car is fortunately coming in. And the field is almost up together again. Flavio is going to be there in a second. And then we're going to witness a beautiful yeast restart. Whenever. Oh. People think they're going. Surprise, surprise. They ain't. Looks a little bit like a NASCAR restart, honestly. Very, very fitting to the USA theme. Oh, and there we are. Yeast. Running away. Good start there. Gets a little bit of a jump on Martin. And further back here, I think Randro's already looking for a move. This time, doesn't kill a man into turn 1, and everybody else gets to live. Horribled through Sean already as well. Ran the outside there. Nice little move. And there is a yellow flag nonetheless, and it is Daddy and DJ, who are very far back. What caused the safety car? Glenn Bindit. I'm fairly certain it was contact, but yeah, let's just say Glenn Bindit all by himself. Oh my god, and speaking of binning it... Where is he? Oh, what is this camera? Yeah, we totally saw what Astral did there from the minute we've been on his POV. Martin passed east. And he's past Martin. Wait, what happened there? Martin must have made some great mistake. Oh my god. Oh. Man has almost freaking died here. Whoa. My man. Yeah. I'm sure Glenn, like, was worried about Martin because he didn't find the wall for so long, and he just decided to, like, give him a friendly point towards it. Some terrorism is going on here. Well, that looks like an awfully fair statement. Martin and the wall, a perfect love story. Yeah, always a happy end. I'm never getting tired of it. I can see it every single week. Oh, man. Yeah, and the two wall bounces were really bouncing on walls now. I mean, Cherry, I don't know, man. It was fun while it lasted, McLaren 2-3, but I guess they're like on the very end of the wrong side of the grid now. Both of them claim Randro killed them. I mean, wait, but Yeast was between Martin and Randro, I think, when the contact came, unless Yeast overtook. And then Randro rear-ended Martin or something, to speeding in pit lanes. Yeah, Martin's death was a bit of a thing, I guess. Like, he re-entered okay-ish, but I don't know where the racing line in this turn 1 is, actually. So if the racing line is around the outside, he did not enter okay-ish. But Glenn also, like, did not really care, like... I don't know, Martin was just there and he's just like, I think I'm altering my line for you, little bro. Martin almost binned its second last corner on his own. Okay, this was where he lost the second, okay. Ganged up by the walls, yeah, honestly, they're just too many. Martin is just outnumbered. How's he supposed to fight them off? That was an atrocious rejoin at first sight. It kinda was, yeah. But also Nitro, yeah, I don't know where he can go. Like, he is still going off track. It's not like he's on there and like completely like driving onto the track new. Not much slower than the cars coming around. But I guess, yeah, you can just, if you run wide, you can just park your car there and let everybody else through. But like, who does that? Okay, yeah, okay. I see the SMH. I thought Jimsky was honest for a second, but yeah. You obviously don't park your car there. So, another lap of safety car. Probably, I'd guess. Only one lap now, and yeah. Yeah, I think you should also. In the Stanley Cup, we did this as well. This is the pinnacle of racing. Martin saying this is honestly such a shit track, get rid of it. I feel like this is a shared sentiment by a lot of people who are bold. Part of racing Randro, is now racing Bernd Mayländer. Hopefully he doesn't do any unsafety car shenanigans. And just spin into the pit lane and get a disqualification. Oh yeah. I think this happened like 3 times in that test race. It was kinda crazy. I mean, also, this happened like 3 times in that test race, so... What the hell? Pretty much a straight with a light bend. How do you spin there? Okay. 31-1 is the times we can expect. I'll be trying to remember this for the next half hour. Let's see if I can whip out this little bit of info for the elite race. Crumbled is playing a dangerous game here, honestly. Like, I don't know, you can just get disqualified for doing that stuff. Antamina plays 1.9. Oof. Yaneman 1.5. What the hell? That means Kurbold and Randro are like top level elite pace. What? I mean, Seagull said so, but never trust the Seagull, right? Like, in the end, they're just gonna like steal your food or something. Or worse. Kurbold has better time trial than Seagull. Yeah, he said he's done them like ages ago. And thus it doesn't apply anymore, but it seems to still do. On Tutor, my guy. When will you learn that your actions have consequences? Can't just drive past people on the safety car. The refs are gonna whack your P6 privileges for that. Oh my god. This is Flavio and Yeast next to each other. And they live. Very chaotic here. Ocean going through. What is happening here? I think Flavio is just being eaten alive by everybody else. And so is Glenn on his old hearts here. Go to a P3 now. Past DJ. And it seems like Yeast is going to be the next to pass Glenn here. Not sure if the track position on his hearts were worth it. It would have been better to just take the position loss due to the extra pit stop, but then like get an extra tire in your car. Well, he's quicker than Tutor still apparently. At least on the straight. I mean, this may be setup issue as well. Tutor is sending it. I don't know, man. You could see that coming from a mile away. Yeast is the laughing beneficiary of this. I'm getting a lot of side-by-side racing here. What the hell is going on? P4 to P9 are like a second apart. Tutor past Ocean. Oh no, don't. Yeah, I was about to say, don't send it further, my guy. This is the Tutor ERS dump. Isn't this like a very hungry track anyways? I feel like there's a lot of straights, so you press a lot of button, but also there's like hard braking zones, so I guess you recover a lot. Bro's gonna get lost on the straight. Yeah, okay, Seagull with the inside here, but yeah, I guess like Tutor's not gonna. I mean, there's no one who can overtake you if you just take everybody out. What the hell? The DJ there barely surviving contact, and there is Flavio in the wall. Aston's not having the time of their life today neither. The DJ getting past Glenn here. That's Ocean. Oh, Ocean, nice little move outside. Around the outside of Buraman. Then with a little bit of a wall bang. And Glenn once more running very wide. I think it's not the first time someone has ran incredibly deep in turn 1. 2. Gonna be DRS for the Haas. Looked like contact honestly, but it might just be wiggling on the straight a little bit. And 2. Oh. He's not really making that turn with that line. Oh. So, what's... I mean, at least he backed out of this one. No, this was almost death. Oh, this is just... Oh, looking at that. Yeah, there's the retirement. Oh, Lord. Lando Norris line, yeah. Oh, Yeast and Randro. Yeah, Randro must have made some sort of mistake here. I think they were like, yeah, a second away, like similarly to Kurobold just before. But now player 3 has joined the battle for the win. It might be a Yeast. Has a decent angle for it. My flap hold softs be okay. And the mediums are not getting better neither, so can catch up to Kurobold and close the DRS window in like the next 1 or 2 laps. Chance for the Ferrari on the top lap of the podium. Hearing a lot of... Well. Yeah, there's a lot of anger today anyways. Is it the track? Is it certain drivers? I will say some of the moves I've seen in the last 5 minutes or so were quite anger inducing. Well. Oh my. People are hitting this wall a lot here. Glenn taking another hit to the outside. Can be glad to not have front wing damage here. Currently in a nice little Mercedes sandwich. Name a better combo than drivers. I will name a better combo. How about drivers who can race? Waiting for someone to say me and... Yeah, honestly. Yeah, my bad. Oh my. Whoa, another Haas incident. Oh, at least this was not one of the turns with walls. Oh my god. It's Jova for Glenzelk as well. Falling apart. Randro. Who's Glenn becoming the literal king of worst rejoins ever? What do you mean worst rejoins ever? Okay, I mean, he did go like a little bit too soon, I will say. Like, there's also not much he can do. His spin there off track was actually kind of clean. But yeah, then he just decided to not wait longer and drive into his teammate's car. But yeah, actually Glenn was just trying to replicate the double Haas DNF. But he was one turn too late. Unlucky. So, Yeast back up to P2. Kurobold is Bing chilling. 2 second gap there. Not much of a threat at all. And I think Randro's making me nervous. Like, his car is just toucher sliding everywhere. Not sure if it's like desync or if he's actually losing it every now and then. But I've seen this guy die in my head like 20 times this race. Yeah. Okay, Randro's like, okay, fair enough. Seems to be lagging. And luckily he's speedy, I'm not around him much. Well. East back down to 3. I mean, Kurobold's just gaining. God, just fighting for P2 at this point. I think Kurobold's pretty safe up there unless he cuts a corner or like has any big individual mistake. forgot what I was gonna say. Glenn is overtaking Ocean here. The back and forth between the two. Glenn is just a mega roadblock there. Front wing damage, hard tires, old hard tires. Ocean probably not with the best tires anymore at this point neither. The softs should surely, but he safely gets into a zone where they're not good anymore. And Glenn is just barely holding on here. East overtaking, going back to P2. Rebolds ahead, just about to start his last lap here. A lot of overtakes on the long straight. Man is behind Ocean again. And he's staying behind. For now. Gonna be one more chance on the big straight for him. And keep it close till then. Not even sure if you would want to overtake here. You're just gonna get re-overtaken later on. And Yeast and Randro are losing a shit ton of time. They've lost 1.5 seconds in the first half of this lap. Either like Kurobold now finally like having go time and going for fastest lap, or they've done something strange. Can he stay ahead here? Wait is still very long. And it looks like Randro is through, or is he? Oh my, Yeast with late lunge there. Coming through, getting the last bit of grip out of his tires. ERS activated, pushed all the way down to the finish line, and oh my. It is super close between these two. As, yeah, EJ Den there, P4 and 5, a very good result for the Mercedes, and Heart of Glen stays ahead of Ocean as well here. Yeah, Sean getting clear of Astral too. And then we have Flavio in P12 here, quite a long way back. Another pit stop, I presume. LMAO. Randro saying worst race I ever done. He is P3. What the hell? Oh well. Leclerc dive identical, yeah. This is gonna be oh, we hate replay. Just don't crash, guys. It's that hard. Seagull, you don't want to drive. It's okay. It's okay. It will be alright. Just like finish as fast as possible, right? And then you're done sooner. Win-win. Just win, my guy. It's a win-win-win. Well, for this one, we have Kurobold, Yeast, and Randro. Not the biggest surprise. Actually, Yeast here coming from P9. But I guess like that's the 3 names I would name if I had to guess a podium. Honestly, Glensel could have been up there. We're doing him dirty by saying that's the 3 names because I think realistically he should have been somewhere around there, but got crashed or crashed himself a lot. DJ and Dan then just in the right spot and in the right time. Good P4 and 5 there. Roman recovering after a horrible start as well. Daddy's staying right here where he was in the Haas. And we have Ocean and Sean grabbing the last points positions. We are going a quick break. And we'll be back in about 50. So And it's lights out and away we go here in Formula Sundays. Through the final chicane and the AlphaTauri hits the wall of champions. Welcome back, everybody. It is Elite time indeed, and with me in the booth, I do have Astral for this lovely race.
I decided to give Doom back and not kidnap him anymore.
That law now, is that what happened in lead last week?
Yeah, and like, you know, the bit where the countdown was, me and Siegel both had different things. Siegel, I think, I can't remember what he said for you, but I said to you, oh no.
I saw the one where you had the Vettel picture
Yeah.
Yeah,
So oh yeah, no, that's it. Siegel had Doom has been kidnapped, and then I had Doom has been replaced. So
okay,
me
fair
and
enough.
Siegel have joined forces, spoken to Doom, we've let him back out.
Yeah.
But,
honestly, like, put me back in. I don't want to go to work again tomorrow. Not working is just too nice.
Yeah, tell me about it. I'm back off on holiday, so.
Oh well.
Alright then.
So, we have Jannemann on Inters. I mean, he...
it seems to be a reoccurring theme tonight for the AlphaTauris.
Yeah, I was about to say, at least he hasn't died yet.
Yeah, that was quite funny. We were talking with him, and he's like, I'm gonna go on Inters so I can be at the back of the grid. And then we saw a yellow flag, and then I heard Ocean just be like, well, at least I'm gonna be at the back of the grid then.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so, right? Yeah, I don't know.
A lot of people coming out now.
Imagine if we had rain. I mean, we probably won't have. As far as I remember, Las Vegas is like still in the middle of a freaking desert. But I can't imagine this is only chaos if it's actually wet around here.
Yeah.
So let's see what Jannemann can cook, and as soon as the first actual lap is going on, we're gonna be swapping to that.
I was very confused for a second there. I was like, oh, I think Jannemann's burned through all his ERS because the rear lights are flashing. However, when you go in the Inters, it makes the car operate. It makes the car do the.
Oh, this is so funny. I find this so interesting how the game is coded. Like, it's not actually linking the lights to the condition, but it's linking it to what tire you're driving on.
Yeah. So if you go out on softs and rain, I'm pretty certain the rain lights don't come off.
Yeah.
Don't come on, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. I mean, I don't know. It's like the same thing when we did like a no rule race in the sprint series.
Yeah.
In France, and it started raining like midway through, and the dry bits were like the racing line, and not where the cars were actually going, because everybody was cutting because it was no rules. But it simulates as if you were driving on the racing line.
Yeah.
Which I guess makes sense.
I've also noticed that is both times we've done this track in this league, I have ended up hitting the same wall because of someone else.
Well. I mean, yeah.
It's not very cash money.
Both of them, both of the races. I mean, I guess this one was alright. Like, we had 2 DNFs or so.
I think this one was a lot cleaner than the first time we did it.
Yeah, but the first one couldn't be much dirtier. Like, holy moly.
No, it really couldn't.
Like, I think we had actual 20 drivers there, and like 9 of them survived. It was crazy.
So Yaman would have won 36.9. 999 as well.
Speaking of sweating last week,
How was
And-
your vacation?
oh yeah, honestly, it was pretty nice. It's over way too soon, as usual, but
It always
it
is.
is
mate.
what it is, yeah.
It's the same when we all went to Dusseldorf. That ended so quick.
Honestly, that was a fever dream. I feel like this
Yeah.
was one day max.
Oh, trust me, it felt like a few days for me.
Oh yeah, I mean, I guess... Yeah, okay, you were like trapped in a house the entire day. Like...
Yeah.
eh,
Oh, and then the fact that who was it that was? Oh yeah, Kurtz took the keys, and I was stuck,
Oh my
genuinely
God,
stuck
yeah.
inside.
we locked
Oh.
little bro in, like, it's like locking a baby in a car, man. Like, this under the
Like the
roof,
worst-
it's like 40 degrees out, like, sun is barreling down on that house, and it's so hot inside. And
I
then
had
we just
every
lock
window
him in.
open. I had every window open, and it wasn't doing enough.
It was... Oh man, fun times.
Oh well, got a few more laps in, so Siegel with the provisional pole right now.
Oh, Fabian.
Janneman has just hit the wall on the last chicane. No damage. But yeah. Ooh. Now. Janneman crossing a very fine line with the pit entry. Almost crossing the white line.
I mean, on quali it doesn't matter, fortunately.
I
think.
know.
But yeah, it is one of these interesting ones. Like same as like Singapore pit exit. It's so hard to drive, in my opinion. I feel like I don't know. They should just make it easier. Like, you don't want me to cross the line, maybe make the line further away from the wall than a car width.
I'm actually quite confused. Maybe. So, I'm watching Emil's here, and he's also got the rear lights flashing.
Where is it? 8.
Yeah.
Those-
But
I mean, he has ERS
he's
turned
got
off.
he's got 100. Yeah, so I'm not too sure what is going on.
I mean, I think the thing is blinking when it's charging as well, right?
Yeah, but but that would just be the light in the middle, not all 3 lights.
Yeah, but he's braking.
It's not a brake light.
No, but I think these blink when you brake and it's charged.
No,
you
it's
know?
it's continuously flashing.
Yeah, I know, because he's holding brake.
I
Right?
don't know.
I feel like this could be the reason.
Maybe. It just seems a little dumb.
I mean, it's a little dumb that you can hold brake to warm your tires.
It's not. That's what they do in actual F1.
He's on none, probably. That's why it's flashing. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's like the magic and stuff, right?
So here we go. Emil's about to set his lap.
See Fabian in the chat though. Yes, I had it, and the non is a good idea. And what I was aiming at initially is that I still haven't seen the meme review because I didn't see it on vacation, and then I forgot when I came back, and now I saw you there, and I know what I'm gonna do in a bit.
What? Do we have a season 14 meme review now?
I think so. No, wasn't it out last week?
It wasn't advertised anywhere in the server, so I wouldn't know.
Oh, I thought. Okay, I can only remember that he asked, and I said like, yeah, post it and ping League General or whatever. Play. F123 been out a whole year. This has only come up now. What has only come? Oh, the blinking. I mean, I guess like the blinking. I personally never see because I always watch quali on onboard. And you don't really see the rear. But yeah, I guess we only found out now. You watch in TV perspective quali.
Well, I differ between the two.
Oh, okay.
Because technically, it's more realistic to watch at the TV broadcast because that's what they get.
That is fair.
We
I
have
think,
Mofa
honestly,
retiring.
I'm not sure.
Is that an on-track crash?
Uh,
Yes, it
yeah.
was. It looks like he might have been trying to come into the pits.
Yeah, it looks like he DNF'd into the pits, and then the game puts
Yeah.
your car on the racing line because it doesn't like you being crashed out there.
Yeah. So we got Hussein with the fastest lap, the 1:31.432. About a tenth faster than Jimsky. Emil's did have, I don't think he's got it anymore, but he did set on his lap the fastest sector 3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
It's
and
not-
Elite
It's just,
times are just about the same as Challenger times for now. Randro and Kurabolt have been driving these times.
yeah.
Kinda crazy.
I will admit, Randro has been driving like a madman tonight. Take that as you will.
I feel like from a stream perspective, he looks like he has some desync as well. So like some of the stuff he does
This
may
is
look more
that,
drastic than stuff he actually does because his car
that
is
is
moving
fair, right? I understand that. However, we do have a thing that says you're liable for your own AI and
Oh,
connection.
that's true.
So,
weird.
has
Yeah,
it been
fair.
enforced yet? Probably not. Will it be enforced after me? Yes.
Okay.
I
Astral
told
for
you, I came here-
2024, right? Yeah.
I told you when I joined the staff team, I was going to be a force to be reckoned with, and I have made sure certain rules and stuff have been enforced.
I will say we definitely had more rulebook reworks since then. Oh my god, Jimsky almost died here.
Oh! I've just looked. I like I have the stream open because I can
Yeah,
see
you
what
can
you see.
always-
Like a little bit later. Oh, that was.
I'm surprised
interesting.
this car is not like it didn't even look like
I
he
was
got
gonna
front
ask.
wing
Is
damage,
damage
right?
definitely on? I was gonna ask. Is
I
damage
think
definitely
so.
on? Then remembered Mofa died, so it must be.
Oh yeah, fair. Wasn't me,
Fat
officer,
lap
the
12.
5000 ping did it. Yeah. I mean, that's fair. But yeah, I feel like he had
After
like...
Siegel jumped to Fanta.
yeah, sure. Fanta Orange coming up. Eagle, light improvement, only like 500. Fanta
Yeah.
coming through. Looking okay as well. What the hell was this smoke there?
Improves by 600s.
So let's look at Monsieur Chéri. He's definitely
Yeah.
French.
I've got Jimsky who's coming up to the line here.
Is he continuing? No, he's
Oh,
going
no,
in, no?
Jimsky's coming in now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Jimsky's coming in. Can confirm. No front wing.
Okay. I didn't see any debris on the crash itself, but fair. JT
Neither
with
did
an
I.
improvement. MJ. Arslian. Well, we're not doing MQ and MJ. It's not gonna work.
Marcel seems to maybe be on an
You be
in-lap?
cutting a little bit. And that looks like there's...
So we got Marcel who's up 5/10 as well.
Yeah, but he mega cut.
Yeah, yeah. Momentarily forgot that, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, the whole track is red. Ah, yes. You may have...
Not the whole track.
You don't have the maps open. Minimap.
What? I do. One,
Okay.
Sector 1 and the last half of Sector 3 are red. Sector 2 was green, and,
Yeah, fair,
and the
fair,
first
fair.
half of 3 was yellow for me, so...
Yeah, it's because someone is going slow there.
Yeah.
It is Seagull, I think. Will probably... Yep.
This track
be
is
pitting.
horrible when it comes to low fuel mode. Because obviously the racing line cuts across the track quite a lot.
Mm-hmm. What
Especially
does the
in...
fuel mode
especially
have
in,
to
like-
do with that?
Well, because when you stop in low fuel mode, it is very, very difficult to get going again. Like, you just move super slow.
Oh, okay.
So, if you're trying to move out of the racing line, but the only way you can do that is by basically stopping, You're then stuck there if there's any more cars coming. And then the problem you have is you're like, okay, I've got some time, and then you'll start getting on the accelerator, but you will move so slow that that car that you thought had enough time is already at you. And like, I almost got caught out in my first run, like on my in lap, because where I ended up having to be, I basically had to cut across the track twice with a lot of cars coming, and I was like, I can't do this. So I just kind of gave up and just sat on the left-hander, the inside of the left-hand corner, this end of sector 2. I just kind of sat in like the off-run bit on the inside, and I was just like, this is all I can do right now.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you have to swap to normal fuel mode then, no? On rejoins. Or you just do it like Martin. Rejoin into another car.
I've seen Martin Astral is really good at doing a challenge, starting at the back and finishing at the back. At least I finished the last 2 races.
Yeah, man, Martin.
I
Where
mean,
finish?
I mean, I could hint as to why he didn't finish the race, and driving like a madman, as always.
Yeah.
Not Martin, someone else.
I don't even think the one you're referencing killed Martin.
No, it's because of things that happened before.
Yeah, but
that
didn't
ended up
he?
happening.
Nah, East was between him and the one who shall not be named.
So, Martin got hit from the rear by said person, and then had nowhere to go, so he kept like he was gonna run wide. There was no chance. You can clearly see him, and he gets wiped out by, I think, Glenn.
Okay.
So it's because of the initial contact that he goes deep.
To be honest,
which
though,
then causes
like,
the second one.
I don't know. This DNF was just so funny. I feel like Glenn could have left a lot
I'm not gonna
more
lie.
room, and he just chose to kill him instead.
Right. So the voice the voice call we were in basically went super quiet for like a second, and then I lost my shit. I'm sorry. I don't know if can we swear on here or not. Obviously, I tried not to.
I don't know.
But,
I
like,
feel like yeah, like generally, I think we should not overdo it, but
Okay.
I also think
Yeah,
the
okay.
channelization
The occasional
plus-
slip. The occasional slip. Okay, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
Anyway, I lost my cool to the point that Rachel heard me in the other room of the flat.
Why'd she hurt? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
heard me getting really angry.
Yeah.
And then I went silent for the rest of the race. Then the thing with Martin happened, and you heard him get a little bit angry. He went silent, didn't say anything, and left. Like,
I don't know, man. This just it looked so funny on stream.
I made a comment about, is it just a day to wipe out the McLarens? Because it genuinely felt like that at points.
It's always a day to wipe out the McLarens. Fabian has known it. You guys know it.
Yeah. However, I don't know if this was mentioned last week, but Randros won the championship.
Oh yes, we've mentioned it in the beginning of the stream a little bit.
Yeah.
And I mean, especially now with this P3, I think that pretty much cements it.
I mean, it could be me, P3.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
It is
No, I'm in the
last
wrong-
laps here for everybody. Jimsky is, I think, furthest in, and who I'm on board with right now, and also on. It's not quite on pole pace. He needs a tiny bit of extra time here.
So the standings for the elite, currently Jimsky's in the lead with 130 points, and the closest is 122 points from Siegel. So those two are still in a fair battle.
Yeah.
Marcel is third with 75. Could, in theory, still pull it if he, I believe, gets a win tonight at Silverstone and USA, the
Other
Texas
USA,
race.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
JT with pole by 2000s here. Holy moly. Not a man I
Damn.
had on my list tonight, but I think Hussein is gonna steal it away. And he is. Let's see. Can Fanta do something? He
My
is.
my claim to fame, I guess, maybe not claim to fame, is the fact that obviously I've done, I think, 2 races in Elite now. So I've got 2 points. I think I finished either P9 or
Yeah, I think
P10
so. Yeah,
twice.
yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, no, it was P9 in Japan. So I have 2 points. Obviously, we bumped Yeast down to,
Mhm.
well, we didn't. It was a mutual agreement that he would step down to Challenger. But my little small claim to fame is I've beaten him in the Elite standings. He might be beating me in the Challenger, but I beat him in Elite.
Oh well. So what do we have here? We have Hussein, JT. Oh, is neither Jimsky, Yanneman nor Seagull on the front row here. It's gonna be an interesting race here. Top 5 still cooking. Fanta is there as well. Always good, or rather better in the race pace than he is in quali pace. And yeah, I mean, this is Drive to Survive, right? Like, it's hard to race well around here without dying or killing. Just America, right?
Yeah. Sorry. I kind of went away there. Not away. My brain just turned
Yeah,
off
I
for a
know.
second.
I can relate. If you
I know you
had
can.
like,
You forget everything, mate. Are you running the tool?
oh yeah, I do actually. I actually did today before I
Got the weekly reminder.
yeah, got the weekly reminder because I actually set up in time today.
I
always
think the way we did it
underestimate.
last week was really efficient. Like the fact that we opened the lobby 50 minutes beforehand. I know that's not
Yeah,
always easy for yourself. You've
yeah,
always got other
yeah,
things
yeah.
going on.
Usually, like I'm doing like quarter 2
Can you
to set up, but
can you promote someone to leader of the lobby?
I'm not sure. I don't think one game's as advanced as that.
It might be something to look into. Because worst case scenario, I'm always free. I could easily set it up, then promote you to leader when you get in.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, no, like it's really just a thing about I hate waiting, and so I do
Same.
everything like as tight as possible, and thus I always run slightly late. So yeah, today I was just like done eating a little bit earlier than I thought, and so I had like way more time, and then oh man, all of a sudden we can get a lobby up in time.
Martin, we're not partners. I'm seeing your message in the chat there. We're not partners until I know what you look like. So
Yeah, show us your left nipple, or I won't show mine.
hey yo.
Oh man.
Sad. Oh, here's a funny one for you. So you know how I have my server?
Yeah.
Yeah, someone, I don't know who, we still can't figure it out. I'm not gonna lie, I was mildly annoyed because it's kind of like, not like an elite class of people, but it's like, some of the shit that goes on there is a bit questionable sometimes to people who don't really know us as people, don't really know us well enough. So it's usually kind of like, ask to invite. So someone randomly invited Marcel. Marcel left within 15 minutes.
Yeah, I can't imagine. I know what like people are around there. I think I'm not even on it. But
Yeah, because
at
you
the same time-
left.
Well, did I? Was I there?
Yeah, you were definitely there.
Okay,
I'll send you an invite after the race and you can join.
The thing is, like, I wouldn't know what to do there. Like, when you guys are chilling there in the race, I'm casting the race. And otherwise, I'm not a big VC guy.
That's not what we use it for. That's a secondary function.
Fair enough.
Actually, me and Martin go in a DM call now, just so no one else can jump in. Occasionally, we'll have Ocean or Nitro in as well.
Tryharding.
Not exactly tryharding. It's just more.
Yeah, I saw. Okay.
What do you mean you saw?
Dude, I was like, I could say this, but it's also like kind of not true. So
What's
yeah,
this?
let's start.
Huh?
What?
I'm so confused.
I am also very confused. We're starting the race. We need to get back into the game here. It is a race start here. And Hussein wins it. It's hard and
Hopefully he
mediums
does
for
contact.
everybody. I think one stopper here is expected strategy. Everybody survived turn 1. Ding ding ding.
Brownie points to everyone. I think we should introduce a new system where we we take points away if you cause contact on turn 1, lap 1.
That's too easy, I think, right? Like, that would rely on everyone, like, killing at least one person in every turn
Yeah.
1. Or in every other turn 1. To be neutral.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe we should do, like, spice up the rules a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
make extra, like, sort of Stanny Cup vibes. I don't know. But not as bad, I guess.
Just let me come up with my own rulebook, and it'll be the greatest but most utterly chaotic rulebook in the world.
We may see. There may be a side competitions where this is useful.
No DRS on lap 4.
Or else.
No DRS on any even numbered lap. Oh, so we have JT Ty here going for a move. That's a really nice move. It's not always the greatest to go for a move on the last chicane there. There's not enough room for 2 cars. So going for it, you are putting a lot of hope in there. JT with the fastest lap as well. We got Yanneman being taken by Seagull, and Fanta has also been taken by Emils.
I think Emils is about to attack Eneman. Honestly, I have no idea how everybody plays this here.
Yeah,
I think
and there we go.
Mofa in the wall, but I think that was on his own. And interesting, I mean, was JT racing last week?
I can quickly check.
I've not seen him in a while.
I think he was.
Okay, yeah, fair.
I think he was.
Because he has been gone for like races or so.
I believe he did. He checked in. I can't remember.
Oh,
I was casting, but I can't remember if he did. But he
yeah,
did.
Look,
check
it's
in.
relatable, right? Like I can never remember that stuff neither. Yanneman has lost another
You
position.
put a lot of strain on casters. It's.
Yeah, we're not all hurdy.
Telling you to not let me make the rules.
Yeah, I think
I don't think
I'd
anyone else
trust
other
her
than
judgment. Their
Yeah.
judgment. So, Emils and Seagull. What is going on with Yanneman? Has Bro overcooked last week? Or does he have front wing damage? I think he has front wing damage. Yeah, he be pitting. Because he is just a bleeding position left and Hussein back in lead. What else do we have? Cherry maybe under attack here. MQ could be looking for some.
It's quite an interesting race so far. I kind of thought there would be more. Sorry. I thought there would be a little bit more position changes by now, but
it will
seems to be
start
quite
now.
tame. It will start very
yeah.
soon. It's now gonna, like, from this lap, everyone up the
Yeah.
back straight is just gonna continuously keep changing.
Yeah.
If the F1 esports race is anything to go by, it's genuinely just gonna be whoever goes into this corner here in first is gonna end up in the second and the next corner.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, it's. Yeah, it's
It will be
interesting.
a wild swapping around unless full safety car.
Yep.
Oh
So we
my
have
God.
contact with the. I'm not too
Yanneman
sure what that was.
might need a new front wing.
I think Yaneman's wing's fine. Yeah, Yaneman's wing's fine. Mofa, on the other hand, he has no front wings, so Mofa is more than likely going to come into the pits here.
Oh well. So BSC, we're being delayed the overtaking action for another lap. Let's see.
It is potentially going to bunch some of the cars, not all of the cars. Obviously, virtual safety car and safety car are a bit different. There's no car to follow; it's just a Dell to maintain, which can be quite infuriating sometimes. But yeah, so we're green flags again, and that's rather unfortunate for Mofa.
Yeah, I mean, I guess his race was relatively Jova already, but
Yeah, he is also saved to the fact that you didn't see what he just did. I did, but you didn't.
wait, did he crash into the pits?
No, he just completely cut the pit entry,
Oh, okay.
like by a fair amount. I mean, he's in last, but again, these are things that we're always looking out for. And he's rather rather fortunate that you didn't see it.
Positional changes, yes. How about JT and Jimsky past Hussein here? JT now in the lead, Jimsky in P2, Hussein losing behind them. The Red Bull boys, Kingsman and Marslian, are exchanging position a bunch.
Yeah.
Like Marslian's come up.
Yep. So we got Marcel made the move past Kingsman there. So yeah, everyone for the most part within DRS, minus Marcel and Kuambors. Obviously the two at the back there.
And Fanta.
And now everyone else seems to be kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
P1 to 5 is together. I think that's the big thing looking forward here.
Yeah.
Even though I think Jimsky is trying to get the jump on JT, but quite getting outside of that window. Huge for him. Seems to have the best pace here of the pack, definitely the biggest lead, but unfortunately will go down to next to nothing by the end of this straight.
We got Kingsman most likely about to make a move on this back straight here as well. Rather close with the DRS. So yeah, he is alongside and makes the move on Marcel.
Kind of crazy for him. How far back you? Oh my god, Jimsky. Oh, he got spun there. And is standing on the apex. And that is a huge pain. Not quite sure what the issue was there.
Yeah.
But that helps JT, of course, greatly. He has gotten a nice gap now.
Yeah, so the 1.6 gap to JT from Hussein is not going to be too great. Depends if JT decides to come in earlier. The undercut is not really the most valuable solution in this on this track.
I mean, he will have to come in earlier anyways because he has the other tires.
Yeah.
Hussein and Seagull on the hards, of course, and yeah, Jimsky now. I mean, the thing is, he's only like 2 turns behind. He's 10th, but it's still only like 5 seconds or so, so it is recoverable.
Mofa is continuously falling back. I'm not too sure if he's got any more damage or.
Well, I think he pitted twice already, so.
So on the stops it says 1 stop. So.
Okay, fair. Then yeah, okay. Yeah, then he didn't pit after his first wing death. We have an overtake here. I think Kingsman passed Fanta and then
yeah,
Jimsky passed Jerry.
Kingsman losing the rear just a tad there.
Yeah, might be getting counted. Immediate Fantas gaining.
I think the two Red Bulls might be working together, in the sense of they're just trying to pull each other along.
Ain't no way. No,
I'm not
it
too
might
sure.
be. It might be. Yeah, I'm not sure if they are like actively communicating it. But I think Seagull has slightly better pace, and Emils can just profit off that by chilling the DRS. That gives you like almost a second, I think, around the entire lap. So it's working great for them. And they are almost back at Hussein here. It's only 1.2 seconds for Seagull. Might even be getting into the DRS window for the detection point.
Yeah. So the Red Bulls seem to be pulling away from Kingsman. Not by too much, but the gap doesn't seem to...
And Seagull just barely missed out on the DRS. Puts them, of course, a little bit further away again. Emils now back past Seagull. Now it's 1.4 seconds instead. Seagull almost taking out his teammate there. What's going on with Imski? Gotten past MQ. No chasing Marslian.
So... What?
JT could be attacking Hussein again.
JT could... JT could be in contention here for the race win, to be fair. If the battle continues like this, then could very well be his game, to be fair.
Yeah. I mean,
I've seen that the Red Bulls have swapped. Was that like anything, or did it just seem to be...
no, it was on the DRS straight last lap. But honestly, they have lost half a second. And it is Morph again. And that looks like a need of a new front wing. Let's see. Seagull is probably gonna go past Meals again here. Which they need, I think, to gain some significant time. The car. Seagull did almost make it. Wasn't quite in though. I mean, yeah, I don't know. JT and Hussein like gain 0.3 per lap when they can pull off their clean overtake, which, so
Yeah.
really tough situation for catch them ASAP. Imski has caught up to Fanta. Might be going for a move as early as next straight here. Yanneman is honestly, I think, just chilling E11 there. Time's sort of unchanged. I think he's slightly gaining, but yeah, I think it was like 19 something seconds start and only like 1.5 seconds less.
Yeah. Yeah, so Morpha's made 2 stops now.
Eagle is within DRS range, or rather pretty much exactly on the cap. Oh, and I think that was not enough by him here. The exit, not ideal. Slightly gonna miss it. And further up, Zane takes the lead again, as expected. And the game goes on. Meals back in P3.
Sorry about that.
Oh my.
I was just quickly skimming the Challenger Tier General as well, and Solar has said that pending verdicts, Williams are most likely the Constructor Championships. Championship, sorry. However, he did say pending verdicts. This
Yeah,
man
I mean,
knows what's coming.
I guess so. But he still has like 2 races to grab the remaining like 10 points or whatever he needs.
This is true. This is true.
So yeah, we may see. Yimski not making the move on Marcellian here. Yeah, Marcellian and Kingsman looking like a little bit of a roadblock right now, can't lie. It's now the biggest gap, apart from the 2 guys who fell behind early, who had to pit.
Yeah.
With 4 seconds.
I think we could be seeing some of the guys coming in. I think the optimum that some people were maybe going to go was medium soft. I don't think that's viable in this, so maybe mediums to hards.
Yeah,
or
I think
hards to mediums.
From
So I
what
think
I've read, people don't like soft around here. At least the elite Heat drivers.
It's really not great on the softs.
No overtake this lap, because Hussein also had DRS from
Oh, a bit of a wiggle from Kingsman there.
Yeah, Kingsman and Marcellian both have been a little bit unstable every now and then on corner exits.
Huh.
Jimski's not really having the ERS though to make big. Yeah, it's gonna be hard for him to make an overtake if Marcellian isn't driving past King.
Well, that's always what you want to see. A driver, you are in a little bit of a, I wouldn't say, what's the correct way to say this? A driver, you're in a bit of a disagreement and you see their icon pop up in DMs.
Oh, that's so great.
Again, I'm assuming you can tell who this is.
I am not entirely sure, but I know this is. I like. Yeah, okay. There might be 2 potential people, but I get what you mean. It's great. I don't know. As like someone who is guilty of playing League a lot, like it's
I'm not gonna lie though, if you're openly admitting to being sorry and going out of the way to message someone and also saying sorry, I'm assuming that's what it is. I've not seen it yet. And you're kind of admitting. If you say sorry,
I don't know, man. Like, is that bad though?
You're taking. It's not bad. It's good to own your mistakes and stuff like that. However, what I'm getting at is, if you're saying sorry and then you're like, I didn't mean to do this, it wasn't this, that you're taking the blame. Like, you are taking at least some of the blame from it there.
You're already building a case for the report, huh?
Hey.
Hey, I mean,
you have seen how I can pull out every side of the rule here. Not just for like this instance. I mean, like,
yeah,
just
it's
in,
like
in other
the
ones.
new Eric when it comes to rulebook exploit. But yeah,
I wouldn't say it's rulebook exploit.
no, it is rulebook. Well, I don't know. Like, lawyers are not exploiting the law necessarily, neither, right?
I'm enforcing the rulebook.
Yeah.
And I told you, I said this at the start of this. I'll say it again. I told you when I came here I'd be a force to be reckoned with. I've already been called out for I'm probably going to be able to find X amount of people not maintaining car lengths in the safety car, and I'm like,
oh yeah, I mean, I don't know, like, of course you can do that. That's like,
well, I can, unless
yeah,
I
if you
physically
want
see
to,
it. No,
nobody's
the
gonna
thing
stop it. Like, yes, we could do this every single time, but like, who? I mean, I don't know. I personally am of the, like, who cares at that point? And if you care, yeah, fair. but I don't.
If I care because I want this league to grow and get better. And the only way we're going to manage to make people get better and take things... Obviously, we're not like a full serious league. But we're not just come in, race for fun. Whatever happens, like, it doesn't matter. We want people to improve. We want that. And the only way that people have been known to improve, and this is not just in the league, this is just like humanity in its sense.
To be fair, Eric has gotten better since we banned him. And then
You're further proving my point.
racing. Yeah, I guess. I guess that's
Which is why, don't get me wrong, there has been some reports this season where I've just been like, there was no need for that.
Daddy's saying, don't you dare make him a better racer.
I can make him a worse racer.
No, I don't doubt
Daddy,
that.
I'm all for you being banned. I think we should ban Daddy.
Yeah, I feel so too.
We'll ban him and tell you what we'll do. We won't ban him for season 16. We'll ban him for 17.
Yeah. So he has like the existential dread.
No, because he'll probably forget. To be fair, we'll probably forget. He'll do one race. We'll be like, yeah, by the way, you're actually banned.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh lord. Mofa has been... Can't park there, sir. Mofa has been lapped by his teammate now, which was, well, the last driver to still lap him.
For what? What?
Banned for what? Because I feel weird when I say, ah, yes, daddy, on stream.
Yeah.
When you make an overtake, right?
Inappropriate.
Yeah, use.
I wouldn't say for doing too well. For doing all right.
Kinda miss Eric, not gonna lie. Hey Fabian, I'm fully on board. I do miss this guy as well. Like I was low-key happy to see him signing up for Mount Sundays because, well, he's gonna clap our ass, but at least he's gonna clap our ass, right?
You need to stop saying sus things. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know, man. You get what I mean, and that's all that counts. If you get what I mean, you speak the same language.
I speak Scottish, you speak German. That
is true.
I mean, there's slight similarities.
Not right now, but generally, I tend to do that every now and then.
Yeah.
So, where we at here? It's Kingsman Fanta still on top, but they won't be for long because they still need to pit. Otherwise, Cherry has not pitted neither. Should be far away from Kingsman enough, though, that they could theoretically double stack.
Double stacks are always great. Like, what track was it? Might have been Japan, maybe Spain. I think it was Spain. That me and Martin managed to double SPAC? Yeah, SPAC. Mm-hmm. Double stack, and it was just great. But yeah, I'm not eating. What?
What do you mean? What are you doing then, man?
What?
I mean, maybe not right now, but like 10 minutes ago.
No.
Bruh, you gotta be like the loudest chewing gum chewer otherwise.
Nah. Anyway, to go back with Fabian. To see it positive, he was a huge help to improving the rulebook. Yes, this is also why I'm here.
Yeah. Like find
for example,
every last loophole and...
For example, there is a technicality in the rulebook right now that kind of doesn't make sense, and I'm pushing for it to be reworded. I think it is being reworded.
I'll have to like read through that. So it was something with third-party programs, right?
Yeah, it's something. So the thing is, with the rulebook, and again with me being one of the few who's like trying to not like be so hard on the rulebook and like following it to a T. Obviously, it's a bit like not trying to be so strict, but trying to be a little bit more strict to try and obviously
reading it with a little bit,
improving everything. So there is a thing that says you must race without the use of any third-party software or programs. which would be anything other than things that are approved by EA or Codemasters.
Oh, true, actually. Seagull can't run the tool. What the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's... I mean, I personally am at the point where, like, you're correct, but who cares?
No, I'm correct, right? And this
Yeah.
is why I'm saying the rulebook needs to have an amendment that it's not like there are certain things that you can't use and there are things that you can.
I think... that's... I don't know, man. Yeah. Yeah. I guess. Man. Yeah, Fabian disqualified for the last races using tool. Yeah, I am disqualified from streaming in this lobby using tool. What the hell?
Well, no, because you're not racing. So you can
okay.
use it.
Yeah, fair. That is true.
Oh my god, can we go back and find out all the races that Fabian ran the tool and disqualify him? Let's see what that would change to season 14, 13, and...
little bro, you didn't have enough pain. Let's disqualify you for all of your races.
I think one of the worst ways that Fabian got shafted, to say the least, was in Austria of last season when he like cut half the track to like get back onto the track, and like per the rules he couldn't do that, so he got like shafted for it. Like he got the penalty, and it was just like, look, we're just following the rules. Like
honestly,
and
I
at the
don't
same
think we
time, right?
penalized him for them.
I think we did.
I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have wanted to. But
Look,
yeah, maybe.
That's the thing as well, though. Like we come into this, and there are gonna be things like, for example, the race ban for not Nitro, for Ocean.
Oh yeah, I'm glad I missed that entirely. This was
like
I read the situation and it was so annoying.
We were like, per the rules, this is what we have to do. We don't want to do it, but that's what we have to do, which is why it enforced a rule change. So this is why it's not always a bad thing to follow the rule book, because then yes, it could be quite unfair, but then we learn from that and we're like, okay, maybe we'll change it so it's not exactly this.
Yeah. It's tiny words. And all of a sudden, nothing makes sense.
All of it makes sense, mate. It's just how you...
It's the Bible has the rulebook has to be read in the context of the time it was written, right? I mean, it's a Freudian slip with the Bible, but it's the exact same thing. Like you can't just say, oh yeah, all women should just like shut up because it's in the Bible, but at the same point,
I mean, the Bible is not the greatest thing to compare this to. If you're going with like a legal contract,
rulebook is like the Formula Sundays Bible, right? Like it's
because when you sign up,
because
when you sign up, you have to acknowledge that you've read all of the rulebook and you accept the terms of it. However,
you sort of do that when you sign up for a religion. You like be like, oh yeah, I'm joining your cult or whatever, and I acknowledge your scripture.
I guess. All right, cool. Right. Say for example, you're at a job, and you're continuously late, and per your contract, that means that you get fired because you're late, but you have a genuinely decent reason for it.
Okay.
They're still gonna fire you because that's just how the contract works.
So I love weird comparisons, but I don't get how this compares to the Bible now.
It's not the Bible, it's the rule book. The rule book is not the Bible. We're getting off track. Let's get back to racing.
Yeah, Fabian died for our sins. May I interest you in my religion?
Do you have a second to talk about our Lord and Savior, DRS?
Okay, well, speaking of DRS, DRS is bringing Emils ahead of Seagull into podium position. Not sure how long that's gonna last.
I'd love to see Emils get a podium.
Yeah, I think Seagull is gonna steal his food before he gets there, honestly.
Seagull steals everyone's food.
That is true. I need to like look up aggressive sounding headlines so I can post them whenever Seagull steals something.
What the?
Like, I've seen an article about a seagull.
I don't know what just happened there, but I'm pretty sure Marcel just cut part of the track.
Where? He wasn't turn one.
No, final corner. On the inside, he kind of goes over all the chevrons and stuff. It looked like the wheels left, but I'm not too sure.
Oh well, it didn't help him too much. He's under some heavy attack by Kingsman.
And we have a yellow in sector 3. Oh, it's gone. And it's Mofa, who's on 4 stops, by the way.
Yeah.
And may very well be retiring.
He might. He might also get a new set of softs. And a new set of wing.
Just watching. Yeah, so Mofa's coming back out. What's he on?
Never surrender. Seagull still being chilling behind Emils. He didn't even overtake on the straight, and Hussein is just like mega
I'm not too sure what happened with Mofa there, because he's coming for a pit stop. I watched the dot like remain stationary within the pits, and he's come out on 4-lap-old mediums.
Yeah, I don't think he has any new mediums anymore.
Pass. I think Mofa might be going for the Formula Sundays world record of the most stops in a 25-lap race.
I can remember Con having 6 pit stops before retiring in lap 12 in Baku once. He literally went into the pits every other lap. I think twice he exited the pits and then immediately outbroke himself into turn 2 and crashed into the wall and needed a new wing.
See, on the newer tracks like this, cold tires are horrible because the game obviously has registered this as like a fresh track. There's no grip. So it's not the greatest. So like, especially with cold tires, like the hard braking zones. Also with the game, it tells you where to brake, but it's actually not right. You have to brake earlier than that. For this track, at least.
Yeah, it is
so
that way, and the Baku pit exit as well. Tells you to go, and then the wall comes rather quickly.
Yeah.
So, not much of a battle going on at this point anymore, right?
We have for now.
We have MQ, Fanta, Kingsman, but I think Kingsman and Fanta should be able to stay ahead on these tires.
I think so, yeah. So my worry here now is Mofa holding up. Yeah, Mofa doesn't appear to be moving out of the way of the drivers at all.
Yeah, I think he did get time penalties for disrespecting blue flags last time round.
And now he's seemed to move over out the way.
Seagull has gotten himself away from Emils now. So no more DRS for his teammate. Could be interesting if Jimsky catches up.
I think out of anyone here, most likely it's going to be Jimsky that'll catch up.
Yeah, we may see. I think Jimsky was pretty drained on ERS, so I'm not sure how
I'm not going to lie though, I think JT's getting helped by the Alpine.
I mean, right now, but Hussein beforehand was getting DRS by the Alpine as well, so... Yeah, I guess... It's sort of even. Back markers are weird, honestly. Like, in terms of how they, like, can influence the gaps between cars.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, the other interesting thing as well is the way DRS works is you just have to be the second, within a second of the car that's in front of you, not like position-wise, just on track in front of you.
Yeah.
So Mofa could very well be giving JT some DRS. That would definitely help him quite a bit. But I think Hussein, unless he makes any mistakes, is pretty clear for now, to be fair. So I think my theory with Marcel cutting that part of the track might be true.
Yeah.
Because he's now got a
Time penalty.
Sorry, I pulled my microphone out.
I thought so.
He's now got a 3-second penalty for corner cutting.
And also the theory of Emil's just losing time is sort of true apparently, because Jimsky has just passed him.
I think Hussein is more than likely got this.
Yeah.
He just needs to focus and keep going for the rest of it. We do, I think, maybe have contact between Fatna and Kingsman.
Mofa
Or is
has
it Mofa?
retired.
Mofa retired. I'm not too sure. I'm gonna
Does look
jump
like
on with
he is
Terry.
dead.
I can't.
Yeah, no, you didn't see it, but he was standing in the pit entry. I think he may have just crashed. So, 3 more laps. Not much of a battle going on anymore. It's Fanta Kingsman and Rimsky Emils, and then maybe Marcelin. But realistically, moves are only being made on the straight anyways. Oh, and Emils is out of it. That was a horrible miss of the turn, and he has lost 1.5 seconds just by that. Let's see, Kingsman could be attacking Fanta. 2 former top contestants of Challenger matching up each here again.
I'm quite sad.
Why is that?
Because last season Cherry seemed to be doing pretty well, and this season, kind of, not that he's doing bad, but it just seems to be lacking in a few places and not having the pace that he used to have. I know he's got a lot less time now, so that's probably gonna be a factor in it. But
I mean, he's
seeing
making
him in
top
like
10.
P10,
Yeah.
yeah, I know, but seeing him in P10 as opposed to the top 5 is just a bit sad.
I do. Okay. But has he ever been consistently in the top 5? I think he has like briefly peaked where he had like a few races where he was in the top 5 or 6.
Okay, let me between 4th and 7th.
Oh my god, hell no. MQ and Marcian have just had a little bit of a yeah, coming together there.
I'm watching it now. Oh, yeah.
I mean, I guess MQ's gonna end up ahead anyways.
Yeah, that's more than likely gonna be a report.
Yeah, and Marcian has the time penalty regardless. So
Yeah.
doesn't really matter. The only thing that could matter though is if we were to see Cherry not in P10, but in P9 because of this.
That would be great.
And yeah, Marcian is losing some time right now. Currently,
Cherry's got 75% ERS right now.
Yeah, what the hell is he doing? Use it.
Marcel has not P9. Well, he isn't P9, but he has 16%. Crumbers has none.
Yeah, he's doing it right. The race is about to end. Use your energy.
Yep. Hussein has 60 as well, so it's mad. All he needs to do is just burn that up the last straight, and he's definitely got it. Like,
Yeah, he's
I mean, I
probably
feel like
going
he's
for
definitely got it
fastest lap.
anyway.
Yeah. I think so too.
I'm sure everything should be fine with him.
Kingsman staying behind Fanta is probably the right call.
Yeah, if he manages to maintain behind Fanta, he'll more than likely get him. He's got 40% ERS, and I think Fanta's got, yeah. So they've both got about the same ERS. So I think both of them are going to burn. Just obviously, Kingsman's going to have the DRS helping him, so I think he's more than likely going to get the position here.
Yeah, you didn't have the best exit though.
He did not. He did have a bit of a wiggle. But this is a seriously long straight, and the slipstream on this is insane. So he could still make a move. They are alongside each other. Looks like Kingsman's ahead. Kingsman is ahead.
And Hussein wins this quite clearly, I guess. He got the jump on JT at some point, and then pulled away, never looked back. Nice and dominant win there by Hussein. Last battle to fight is maybe... Well, there is not really a battle here, because MQ can just chill behind Marcian.
Kingsman stays in position and gets P6. Cherry P9. And Yanaman obviously an 11.
Yeah, you will probably cook fastest lap here.
I think this is going to be a good help. Obviously, it's not the greatest help, but it's still in a bit more of a bit more points than Jimsky scored today. So you got Seagull with 15. Is it for third? I feel like it's that.
Yeah, for the championship though, like this is an interesting.
Yeah, no, it's still Jimsky that's ahead, but obviously this is going to help Seagull catch up.
Yeah, of course, but like not by as much as usual, given that both of them relatively far down the order for their likings. Seagull in third, JT saying first podium as well, so congrats to that P2. Very surprising qualifying for me personally. I mean,
pretty decent drive from JT as well. Like throughout the entire of qualifying and also the race itself. Pretty decent. It could have been anyone up the front there, to be fair. Yeah, so 15 points for Seagull, 12 for Jimsky. So that's... Jimsky's obviously still going to stay ahead.
The lead goes down. We're looking towards a good finale.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's still all to play for between the two of them. I think it's more or less between one of those two that's going to get it. With the third place currently, I think, did I say 75 points? 1 second. Yeah, so 75 points. So Seagull's got 122 currently with the 15. I can't do quick maths. So 137, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Jimsky with the 12 will take him to 142. So there's 3 points between them right now.
Between 37 and 42.
Nope. I can't write. Mate, I can't do maths, okay?
I see.
There is at least 3 points between them.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll take that for granted for now. Anyways, okay, I feel like both our brains are completely fried at this point. So before we say anything even further incriminating ourselves, let's just say, yeah, everybody enjoy your nights. Thank you for surviving until here. And we'll be back next week with Silverstone, I think. Yeah.
Yes, it's Silverstone next week.
So yeah, see you then. And it's lights out and away we go here in Formula Sundays. through the final chicane, and the AlphaTauri hits the wall of champions.